On a quiet, rainy afternoon, 6-year-old Oliver sat by the window, feeling bored. His eyes wandered to a dusty shelf where a mysterious golden lettered book caught his attention. The Magic Book of Manners. As he opened it, a golden light filled the room, and suddenly a tiny, shimmering fairy appeared. Hello, Oliver, she chimed. I am the Fairy of Manners, here to take you on a magical adventure of kindness and respect. Are you ready? Oliver's eyes lit up. Oh, yes, please. Oliver watched the children sat at a table, but when one grabbed food without asking, poof, it vanished. Why does the food disappear? He asked. The fairy smiled. Watch this, a girl politely said, please pass the bread. And it magically appeared. See? The fairy said, politeness is like magic. It shows kindness and respect. Excited? Oliver tried. Excuse me, may I have some fruit salad, please? Instantly it appeared. Thank you, he said, and the bowl sparkled. The fairy beamed. Well done. Now on to the next lesson. Lesson 2. The Power of Listening. Oliver found himself in a noisy classroom. Children were talking over each other, and the teacher was trying her best to get their attention. She looked tired and frustrated as her voice barely rose above the chatter. Oliver watched, feeling sorry for her. Why are they not listening? He asked. The fairy floated beside him, her wings fluttering gently. When we don't listen, we show disrespect to the speaker. But when we listen carefully, we show kindness and respect to others. At that moment, a boy at the back of the room raised his hand and waited patiently for his turn to speak. Slowly, the noise in the classroom quieted down, and the teacher smiled at the boy. Thank you for waiting and thank you for listening, the teacher said. Now I can answer everyone's questions. Oliver smiled, understanding the lesson. So, listening is important because it shows respect, right? Exactly. The fairy agreed, nodding. Listening carefully is a big part of showing kindness. Lesson 3. Kindness and Sharing. Oliver was now standing in a colorful playground. The sun was shining brightly, and the children were laughing and playing everywhere. But then he noticed something. Two children were standing apart, looking upset. One of the children had dropped his toy, and the other was staring at him, holding a toy in his hand but not offering to help. Why isn't he sharing? Oliver asked, puzzled. The fairy smiled gently. When we share, we show kindness. Let's see what happens next. Just then, the boy who had dropped his toy smiled as the other child picked it up and handed it back. Here you go, I am glad to help, he said with a kind smile. The boy who had dropped the toy grinned. Thanks, want to play together? He asked. The two children laughed and ran off to play, sharing the toy and having fun. Oliver beamed. Being kind and sharing makes everyone happy. The fairy clapped her tiny hands, and in an instant, Oliver was back in his room, standing by the window once more. The book gently closed itself, the golden light fading away. The fairy smiled at him, her wings sparkling one last time. Remember, Oliver, she said, good manners make the world a better place. Use them every day and you will see the magic in your life. Oliver nodded eagerly. I will. I will always use my manners from now on. From that day forward, Oliver took his lessons to heart. He made sure to say please and thank you every chance he got. At school, he listened carefully to his teacher, raising his hand before speaking. He shared his toys with his friends and always waited his turn. At home, he helped his parents set the table and cleaned up after himself. When he saw someone feeling sad, he offered a kind word or a friendly smile. Slowly, Oliver noticed something magical. The people around him seemed happier, his friends smiled more, his teachers felt more appreciated, and even his parents looked proud of him. The more he used his manners, the more kindness spread. It was as if a warm glow followed him whenever he went, making the world around him brighter. And you know what? Oliver realized that the greatest magic of all wasn't in a book or even in a fairy spell. It was in the kindness, respect, and care he showed to others every single day. And so Oliver kept spreading his magic one kind act at a time. Thank you for watching.